Brother.
We are here on a different couch in a different place.
Nice.
We're in Belfast.
We're in
my family home.
Angelone HQ.
This is where I grew up from the age of 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is where you learn to cry.
This is where the first beeps and boops ever happened.
Beep, boop, boop, boop. Like a baby, doesn't it? Beep, boop, pop, boop.
My thing is a baby, which really does kind of play into your whole depiction of me.
Yeah.
Is that I really like the song Old MacDonald.
Yeah. It is a banger.
It's true.
To give it its due.
I would just wake up in the morning and my God, but I was like a toddler, so I didn't know like the words. So I would just wake up in the morning and go, E-I-E-I-O.
The original iteration of beep, boop, boop, boop.
E-I-E-I-O.
And they're like, you know, this, I think he's going to be smart, but he's going to have some difficulties socially. E-I-E-I-O. We should get him into percussion maybe at some point.
He's a musical genius.
He might flourish. Send him to school in London. Oh, lad.
How are you? It feels like I haven't seen you in a while. We've both been on the road.
We've been on the road a la Jack Kerouac. Do you know that book? Have you ever read?
I've read the first 5 pages about 8 times in the past 2 weeks.
Right.
That's why I'm currently trying to read it.
No way.
And I just go, I think what it is like, because I'm on the road, you do a gig, you get in quite late, and you're just like, you're a bit tired, and you like,
yeah.
I always think like the first chunk of a book is the hardest bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To get into the author's like style or their rhythm or the kind of pace of the writing and the way they write. So I just think I need to like sit down during the day.
Yeah.
Figure it out. And then once the ball's rolling, I'll get into it.
It's one of those ones, like all those classics. Like I'm rereading 1984 at the minute.
I couldn't get into that either. I found it very boring.
Yeah, and that's interesting because I would have thought it would have kind of like, because it's such the surveillance state and they're watching everything you do. It is kind of quite beep up, boop up. But
I think because like it feels like 1984, like we've all been just spoilers out the wazoo of
yeah,
because like obviously the first time anybody read 1984, like all that exposition of like this is what's happening, this is Big Brother, blah 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 blah. But I feel like now, because it's referenced so much, by the time you first get to 1984, you're like, yeah, I get it, fucking
right,
get on with it.
And you've seen Big Brother, the show,
and
so you're
great.
Like, I've seen the show, which was amazing, and
I love
the
John
book doesn't
Tickle.
even have Jane Goody in it. Jade Goody,
John
racially
Tickle,
abusing.
John Tickle is nowhere near the book.
There's no one just shoving a bottle of wine up themselves.
There's no one saying things that make you go,
yeah.
On Brainiac. Remember Brainiac? The greatest show of all time?
What were they at? Were they kind of rivals of the Eggheads? No. Were they kind of the arch enemies of the Eggheads?
I feel like the shows in the similar world were Brainiac, Science Abuse,
right,
and Mythbusters.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember Mythbusters?
Oh yeah, those chancers.
Those mustachioed fellas
telling lies.
In what way were they telling lies? They were disproving. They were busting lies.
No, I think they were kind of. It was like you have to use fire to put out a fire. Like you have to get a liar to defeat a lie. You know what I mean? But they were definitely not good men. Do you know what I mean?
I think they were good men.
No way.
If you had to save Adam and... Are they both called Adam in Mythbusters?
Not sure.
Whatever.
I've never seen it, to be honest.
Do you know the premise of the show?
Yeah, they're just saying, oh, this wasn't true. Oh, Jesus didn't really walk on water. Yeah, good one. Fuck off.
But they got John Tickle to walk on custard.
Tickle?
They filled a swimming pool full of custard.
Okay, now I take everything back that I've said. This is a wonderful show.
Yeah.
They filled it full of custard.
Because it's a non-Newtonian liquid. Is that what it's called? So it's like the corn flour, when it's impacted upon, it's like acts as a solid. But when it's not having pressure applied, it is a liquid. So you can walk quite quickly across the swimming pool full of custard.
So they put Tickle on custard?
They did.
Fuck
they
me.
absolutely did.
I mean, that's box office television there.
Is it true that John Tickle was the only person to get voted off and then voted back on to Big Brother? Like they brought him back because it was just no crack after he left?
I'm going to say yes, but I don't know.
I heard that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem like that good crack on Brainiac Science Abuse. He's not even this. It's like Richard Hammond is the the face of the operation of Brainiac Science Abuse.
Is that because he has brain damage?
I think so, yeah.
Right.
Scientiac brain abuse.
Nice. What I liked about the Eggheads, they were some of the smuggest men to ever grace a television screen. Just really.
I know things.
Yeah, smug.
And they're so big on the screen.
I know
That's
things.
right. And they look like.
Fuck you, I know things.
Yeah, like this hour a week or whatever they do, like, you know, making other people feel stupid, like every other second, like they're just in a room filled with fucking like puppets and cats and little things. Like they all like looked at like they were kind of had like crumbs on them and stuff. They were decrepit looking men.
Yeah, but there is a quiz scene.
And women, decrepit looking women too, with rotten saggy tits, not just men.
They all had rotten saggy tits.
They did actually. They actually had become quite genderless by the end.
There wasn't a perky tit amongst them.
They were just blobs of flesh, bones and blood. Know-it-all blobs of flesh, bones and blood.
Skin and facts.
Yeah. Yeah, skin and facts. That's good.
But what's mad, and I only like found out that this is a thing, is from Paul Sinha. You know the Sinha man from The Chase?
Yeah.
Who's a funny comedian who has Parkinson's?
Does he have Parkinson's?
Yeah, and he found out, this was mad, I've seen a couple of his shows. He talked about in one of the shows, he went on Taskmaster without knowing he had Parkinson's.
Yeah.
And you can see in the series, like he's just falling apart because he has no idea what's going on.
Is it good television though?
No.
No? Okay, all right. I
No,
thought it
it's
might be.
really grim. It's just
Right.
like he has his body is not working in the way he's hoping. Like, because Taskmaster, it's like you have to throw the thing,
Yeah.
throw the thing or whatever, and he's just like, and you can just see him being like, "What the fuck is what's going on?"
His body ain't doing what his brain is telling it to do.
Exactly. Well, that's what I think that's the medical
that's
definition of
classic Parky.
Parkinson's.
Classic Parky.
We're like Paul Sinha is probably slightly too like South Asian to use the word Parky.
Well, I was more kind of making a reference to Michael Parkinson's show than he was calling Parky. But I get you. It's a whisker away from The Boys Are in Trouble again.
Do you think we're always in trouble?
Yeah.
Do you think there should ever be like a Michael Parkinson museum? And like instead of a gift shop, they'll have like a Parky shop?
I think that could be a possibility.
I think they should.
You'd love it.
We should do that.
Parky with
I
an
think
eye.
we should fund that with the Patreon money.
Yeah, we could do. Well, that's one of the things that we'll use this money for, is a whisker away from racist Michael Parkinson gift shop.
But Paul Sinha, have it like following on Twitter.
He's a lovely guy. I met him after my Newcastle show.
Lovely.
And a beautiful guy. He was there with his husband, I believe.
Husband,
and they were
his asexual husband.
Is his husband asexual?
Mm-hmm.
They're
a funny little couple. And
Right.
he kind of like they're like great together. They love each other loads, and Paul talks about it really wonderfully in the show. But just like, and go see, like, there's nobody who sees more Fringe shows than
Yeah.
Ollie, Paul's husband. It's mad.
Right.
He sees every single.
And he's aroused by nothing. Not one bit of it. You're telling me he's going to come watch the horny gyrating Mike Rice. Mike Rice's critically acclaimed nasty character, and he's not going to get a tickle in his bum,
twitch in his
a little John tickle in his arsehole. Is that what you're telling me right now? Come on, brother. He's still facts and skin and facts.
I like the idea that you're kind of. Well, he's a quizzer as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
So they're just like at home at night, just whispering facts. It's like, what's the capital of
But it's mad
Peru?
because I was talking to Paul about it, and it's
Yeah.
like they like revise for general knowledge quizzes, which is basically they go, "Oh, I don't know that," and then they learn everything about. They just try to learn everything.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you revise? They just try to know everybody's birthday, what connects these two people. Like, I don't know how you would even start training to be a quizzer.
Lad, I got talking to the cinnamon after my show in Newcastle, and he was like,
Loves a pint.
He's a little sucky calf. He was he was about 6 deep, and there was facts just falling out of his ears. He was just fucking, let me tell you how much baby chicken weighs. I was like, what? But anyway, so he was there, and then he was just like, he's like, I remember him being like, he was really nice, but he's like, oh, you're Vittorio's friend. He's fantastic, isn't he? And I was like, you're not a good start.
Yeah,
And,
that one's not a fact, actually.
yeah, that's subjective, Cinnamon. But so he's a
Stick
big
to the brass tacks, you piece of shit.
But so he's a big fan of yours. But then I kind of caught like, I don't know, weirdly, just something came over me like a wind, and I just said, "How do you know everything that you know?" I like got, do you know what I mean? Like, I got a bit like mad with him. I was like, "How the hell do you know all this stuff?" Because like, part of me views them, the Chasers, as they're kind of like
Witches
or wizards or magicians. I'm like, what the? How could you know that one again? A human brain can only fit so many facts, Cinnamon. You know? And then he was telling me,
We gotta go on like Celeb Pointless or like Celeb the Chase or something.
yeah,
I think that's attainable for us to do. Us do Pointless as a team.
yeah.
I think that would be so good.
I would love to go for like a bottomless brunch with Bradley Walsh.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine that.
Oh, I have the same agent as him
Just
now.
you and B.
I think we can make this happen.
You and B Walsh.
Yeah.
Me, you, B, getting absolutely fucking
Get Paul
pissed on
Sinha,
Prosecco.
CJ from the Eggheads.
Get Cinnamon in. He's a little sucky calf. He'd be fucking oiled up to the gills. Get his asexual husband in just to be kind of keep things fucking PG. Make sure no fingering happens. Make sure none of us try to rim Bradley. And then, what a time.
It's always on the cards, Rimmon Bradley.
Oh, lad. I honestly think, like, if my mother, like, and this is a devout Catholic woman, she does not, you know, she just certainly doesn't express any.
He doesn't covet.
No, she does not covet her neighbor's husband. She has read what Moses said, and she
Which
said,
actually isn't in the Ten Commandments.
huh?
The Ten Commandments is thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's wife.
Right.
You can covet husbands all you want.
My God, you can covet a husband. What are you doing over there? Oh, coveting husbands.
And the priest goes, "Oh, you've gotten away with this one.
Yeah.
You got away in a technicality, VAR.
Yeah.
Moses VAR. It's fine, actually.
Yeah, Moses left some big fucking gaps, brother.
Big loopholes. Big loopholes.
Because he just wanted to be coveted is probably the truth. So he's like, well, I'll let them covet me a little bit. You know what I mean? Big Mo.
Big Mo from the mountain.
Fucking Mo Gilligan will let him get a bit lost his way. So, but my mother, I'd say if she could, anyone in the world, if she could shag
Walsh?
Bradley Walsh.
She's very charismatic.
She'd watch Bradley Walsh eating a fucking pack of meanies. Do you know what I mean?
No, what's a meaning?
They're these little crazy crisps in Ireland that are like, they're like little. Do you remember Geodude? That
Yeah.
that
It's
Pokemon,
just a head and arms.
just a head and arms, but their crisps are
Evolved
like
into Graveler.
he revolved.
Evolved into Gollum.
That's exactly right. You knew him better than I could have imagined. It was a silly question. Do you know Geodude? Yeah, I just pulled out a tattoo. But so they're these little like Geodude crisps, like where they're just these little fucking kind of creatures, like little evil creatures. But it's like sour cream. It's kind of like pickle and vinegar, and you just fucking absolutely fucking munch them. But they're not like.
Similar to Monster Munch, is that right?
They're kind of similar to Monster Munch, but even more kind of depraved and kind of unsavory to look at. Something like if you see someone eating a pack of meanies, you're like, you're not doing great. Something's gone wrong. But like but what I'm saying is a lot of these housewives, they'd eat a fucking pack of meanies out of Bradley's hoop.
I would say that was true of Schofield before the allegations that he was gay came out.
Those shocking allegations of him being gay. Yeah. I couldn't believe it when that came out.
Yeah, that Island show kind of came and went without anyone saying much. Like, there was obviously a big hubbub when it was announced and it first was on, but now it's just like, oh, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's just gone, nah.
I was no to that because of the pedo stuff, Phil. But fair play to you for...
You took a swing?
You minced around an island there for an whole week and God love you. You did your best. I don't know why. I don't know what PR spin thought.
People are saying that my client is a paedophile. What we should do is send him to an island.
Yeah.
Have you read the news recently?
Just have him, I don't know, try to catch fish and mincing around, climbing out a tree or something. And you think people love people climbing trees. Get him up a tree.
Yeah.
They'll be, in no time, have him swing off through a vine or something, he'll be I think maybe they thought they could kind of reinvent him as a kind of a
Tarzan type figure?
Yeah, or a second kind of Bear Grylls, but bear in the gay sense of the word.
But he's not a bear though. I'd say he's more otter. He's not a twink. But
I think though might help Schofield if he did just do a complete body transformation.
He got real fat.
Just big, fat, hairy, new Schofield. I'm a big, fat, hairy gay, and I go out and I fucking, I make fires and I kill weasels with a fucking slingshot, and that new guy.
There would be, it would position him slightly different. I mean, he's kind of I don't like when people go straight to the oh, well, he's got enough money to be fine, so it's just fine. Like when people get cancelled for jokes or stuff like that. Like I think that's a frustrating argument. But on some level with Schofield, I'm like, you've been making just actual millions of pounds every year, for such a long time. If he never works on TV again, it's
go write a book.
Go hang out, do it. Just spend time with both your families.
Yeah, spend time with all your families. Also, everyone knows you're gay and like young lads now. You've nothing to lose. Go shag a load of fucking young. And when I say young lads, I mean young men. But
19, please.
19 and over. Now you're in the clear. You've already taken the heat of the public opinion being the big left turn, a man is horny. And is that a dog?
There's a dog shouting, yeah.
Little pro Schofield dog. He was innocent. The Square was one of the best television programs.
The Cube.
Oh, the Cube, fuck.
Nothing is easy in the Cube.
Nothing's easy in the Cube. He used to look so concerned outside that Cube. I thought that is one of the great, I think, characteristics of a television super host.
Bought in.
Is just genuine concern.
Yeah.
He couldn't believe it when someone's trying to think,
oh, no.
And he looked genuinely like it was hurting Schofield.
Yeah.
But of course, in reality, he didn't give a fucking
and then he would
fiddler's
gesture
toss.
up and go, and the jackpot for this week is, and he would gesture up, and you just if you have any sense of TV at all, it's just like a CGI graphic, and in the studio he's pointing at absolutely nothing.
He's pointing at nothing.
And he goes £10,000.
He's looking at thin air. It's a farce. He's not looking at. It's just all. It was all a farce the whole time.
But to circle back, did the Cinnamon ever tell you how he knows everything? You asked him. You said to him in Newcastle.
Yes. So what the Cinnamon said, and this I can't really. This seemed crazy, but he was pretty drunk. He said that every man he's ever sucked off, I was holding on to hope. Whoa. Just let me say what he said. And this is not me saying this. I thought it was a bit blue for the moment that we were in. There was people around and stuff. He says, every man he's ever sucked. You tell me now what you think of this. And every man who has ejaculated, I don't want to say cum, that's crass, ejaculated into his mouth, he has sucked all the facts out of every man he's ever blown. And I said to him, that's a joke, is it? And he just took a little swig of his pint and he just touched his nose and he said like that. And I said, and then he said, do you know many facts? I was like, you get away from me now. You stay away from me, Cinnamon.
He's like the Monstars in Space Jam.
That's exactly, yeah. He's like the Monstars.
Taking these quizzers walking around going, they don't even know their own birthday.
The Cinnamon sucked them dry of all their knowledge.
What about CJ from the Eggheads? We must have spoken about this on podcast before.
No, I don't think so.
You know CJ from the Eggheads?
I think I
the
do.
Slightly younger, long hair guy. He wrote a memoir in which he said he killed a man in Amsterdam.
No way. CJ snatched a life.
He said it was maybe a homeless guy that came up to him and was kind of harassing him. And he said he just fucking threw him in the canal.
Whoa.
And he was I think he died. He said that in his book.
I think he died.
Yeah.
It's the one thing CJ doesn't know is if he did or not kill a man.
But he was I think
And was there then a subsequent murder investigation, or was there a follow up with?
It was just
rotten old CJ.
Crazy he said that. I don't know if the authorities followed up. They probably would have been good if they had.
But I think that there's probably some kind of law or policy in place to legally protect the Eggheads, I'm imagining.
They're like, they've got diplomatic immunity.
You can't have your country's eggheads going to jail.
That's true.
Because every country has their like set of eggheads, don't they?
Do they? I'm trying to think if I could name any egghead from any other country.
But they don't. We don't hear about them. They have them hidden. And
in America, they call it the intellectual dark web.
Yeah, that's their eggheads.
Oh, by the way, first episode since our good friend Donald Trump.
Oh, it's a great win. Wonderful. It's a great time for our country. We're gonna have the golden age. We're gonna jizz in the mouths of the Democrats. We're gonna have a good time.
Have you seen the whole thing about tariffs? It's really, really funny that like all these like business owners in America, was like, because Trump's whole thing was like, we're gonna have tariffs on foreign goods, and everyone was like, yeah, good, and then just because they don't know what tariffs are, all the American companies have to pay the tariff. It's this classic, like, the Mexicans are going to build the wall.
Yeah.
It's like all these American companies are now fucking shitting money, like losing it, because they're having to pay extra to import anything.
Yeah, to import
and they're all
anything.
like, what? But Donald said...
I didn't think this through. We're going to lose a lot of money, but I've been elected now, so shove it up your ass. Lad, you got to see this. There's a clip from they've done like there was a documentary of like his campaign, like behind the scenes, and there's this clip on YouTube of him and his whole team are in this room and they're watching like a Kamala speech, like she's giving a big speech at a rally.
Socialist team, where he's just saying stuff,
and he's just sitting right here. Just the big fat old orange cat that he is, big fucking Garfield head in him, just sitting down here like this, his buttons open, and everything she says, he has a little fucking propagandist beside him on the little shouting out in his like Truth Social thing and tweeting and all, and so then she'll be like say things like, you know, people, she's like, Donald Trump doesn't care about you, and then he'll just say to the girl, he'll just be like, I do care about them. Write that right now. She's the one who doesn't care. She never cared. She had 3.5 years. Write this, send it out. And then she'll just be like going on like talking anything she says. Yeah. Every fact that she says. He just
responds on Twitter as if he's having a conversation with the TV he's looking at.
Yeah. But there's a whole...
There's like 15 people in that room.
15 liars assembled together. 15 of the best liars in America.
What I didn't understand is how they know when to do it all caps, because he tweets in all caps like all the time.
Yeah.
And I kind of just always thought that was him being 70.
Yeah.
You know, that's just what 70-year-olds do. They type in all caps by accident all the time.
Yeah.
But it's just some fucking social media intern.
That's right.
What money are they on? Trump's social media team?
I don't know, but you'd have to imagine whatever money they're on, you'd have to include a compensation they would need from, because they're likely to get goosed by Trump. There'd have to be a little goosing allowance.
Donald Trump could do with an asexual husband to just keep everything.
We should get Donald Trump fucking the Cinnamon's husband. We should send him over just to keep Trump fucking level. Just filling Trump with facts. Trump wouldn't like that now. Trump wouldn't like a fact-filled fucker man. Like Sinha. He'd have Sinha fucking hung, drawn and quartered.
I'd love to see Trump on a quiz show.
Cinnamon would suck all the lies out of Trump.
Suddenly does much worse on The Chase next week, because he's just like, who was the president of America in 2020? It's Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
They stole it. I'd love to see Donald Trump on a quiz show though. They go, oh, that's the wrong answer, and it's like, you're wrong.
You're wrong. Lies.
This is the mainstream media. The Chase, Bradley, bad guy.
Bradley Walsh, nasty guy. Small guy, little coward.
What height's Trump? Is Trump like a big unit?
Yeah, he's a big.
Not as big as his son.
I know he's not as big as fucking
Barron.
Basketball
Woo!
Barron. Fucking Barron could play centre for the Lakers. The cunt.
Crazy. He may well. It's gonna be like North Korea. Like, we're just like random relatives of Kim Jong Un just play for the football team.
Yeah. Have you seen LeBron has his son playing with him now. Bronny.
He's really bad at basketball.
He's such a pussy-o. But it's like such a nightmare as well to
it's just so embarrassing. Like they said that, like I saw this clip. It was like, the first ever father to son pass in an NBA game, and it's him like giving the ball to Bronny, and I'm like,
and Bronny just skying it over the.
Yeah.
Did you ever?
This is so embarrassing.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Philip Seymour Hoffman in Along Came Polly? That movie.
No.
It's one of the greatest. It isn't a great comedy movie. But Philip Seymour Hoffman in that movie is one of the greatest.
He's pretty fucking good.
Comedic performances. He's up there in the conversation of the best actor of all time. But this was him just doing a straight comedy, and he's so funny. But one of his like character points is they're playing like, pick up basketball, and he just keeps getting the ball, just over carrying, and then fucking the ball off the backboard, and just go, make it rain, and it's just the worst shot you've ever seen, like just hammering it off the backboard.
Yeah. Make it rain, so funny.
Rain dance, just boom. But anyway, what I was just thinking about Bronny, like he's really dog shit. Also, the name Bronny is such a little cuck name. Like your father's LeBron James, and this is little Bronny. Like
so
go
toddler. Like it's just like
that
says it on his shirt, Bronny, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh God.
And LeBron is a bit.
Also sounds a little bit like a slur.
It does, yeah. It does sound a little bit like a slur. That's the only thing it has in its favor. But the Bronny is like LeBron. LeBron is a cheesy.
It's not even that he wouldn't be on the Lakers and he wouldn't be getting court time. He wouldn't have been drafted to the NBA if he wasn't LeBron James.
He wouldn't play Junior B for fucking O'Loughlin Gales in Kilkenny. He wouldn't. The man is useless. The man is an absolute water carrier.
I don't understand, like, well, maybe I do understand the LeBron side of it, of just like, you want your son to succeed, but like, for someone that fierce a competitor and such a success story to just be like, yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
He knows Bronny's no good at basketball.
But also it's just, it's mental. It's like something Putin would do. Do you know what I mean? It's just...
Because he's a part owner. Am I crazy for saying that?
I think he kind of owns half everything, LeBron. He's just one of those people he's a busybody.
I love how much... Have you seen the compilations of LeBron James telling lies?
No.
Oh, I need to get this up. I know it's bad podcasting for him to just like get a video up, but...
Why, he just keeps lying?
He is one of the most prolific liars in interviews you're ever likely to see. And they're all so funny. And it's all like so needless lies.
It probably makes LeBron more interesting to me, if anything. If he's, cracking out a few lies, at least it's like, all right, there's something to him. Obviously, he's a great player, but he's just such a little goody fucking two shoes. Like, he posted a video for the, like, Kamala campaign as well on his, like, Instagram and whatever. Like, Trump is obviously a bad enough guy as it is. Like, as in, fairly on the nose, immoral guy, whatever. But the Democrats are also absolute fucking bags of piss.
Yep.
But anyway, he posted this video of like Kamala, and it's just cut together out of context quotes of like Trump. It's just a hatchet job. And it's like, you don't need to use propaganda tactics against this guy.
Trump.
Yeah, and put this like evil music in the background and just like, he wants to feed your daughters to crocodiles. And then just pictures of Trump looking like this. Just be like, I'm gonna eat them. It's just mad shit. And then you're like, this is not going to make anyone vote for her. No. This just seems like fucking horseshit. Like, let's hear LeBron's lies.
This is him. First one's with Marcus Rashford. This is LeBron James lying for no reason compilation.
I had one coach, and he used to say, put yourself in situations where you're not comfortable.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite saying. That's my favorite saying.
In this video, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to play some...
Fuck, I hate NBA videos. But he just goes, that's my favorite saying.
That's what, yeah. Can I just say also, puts yourself in situations where you're uncomfortable. That's your favorite saying.
It's not a saying.
That's not a saying. Also, it's the most basic thing of all time. That's on every video since the start of time. Like, you need to put yourself out of your comfort zone. Well, that's my favorite saying. Are you fucking 5 years old? Have you been shoving crayons up your nose for 5 years? That's your favorite saying? The greatest player in basketball for 20 years? You have to get out of your comfort zone. That's my favorite saying. Shut up.
There's one where he has a thread of LeBron James lying for literally no reason. That's my favorite saying.
I seen the whole game. I was at home watching the game, and I said he was going to. Before the game even started, when I seen, I said he was probably going to score 70 tonight. I don't know what made me say that, and my friends was with me, and they was like, okay. So when he got to like 70, I was like, well, he might as well go for 80 now. So I mean, I'm a fan of the game, and to see that performance was unbelievable.
When Kobe scored 80, he was like, yeah, before the game, I was like, he's going to score 70.
I could feel it. And then when he scored 70, I was like, he might as well score 80. And then we scored 80, I said, might as well score 84. And that's what he did. Shut up. Fuck off.
This is a great one. Let me send you one more.
One more, because this is time wasting.
Yeah,
of the highest order.
Lying about, it's the one about Liverpool, where I think he's talking to Peter Crouch.
Right.
And Peter Crouch is like, oh, did you see that game? And he's just like, yeah, I didn't see that exact game, but I really like...
Read about the franchise and how amazing it is, and I actually made a trip over to Liverpool as well and see all the sights and the arena and everything. So it was pretty unique.
Yeah, Crouchy is actually a Liverpool legend. He used to play there. I don't know if you knew that.
I knew that. I didn't get an opportunity to see him play when he was with the club, but I definitely knew.
The current captain, Jordan Henderson, just scored his first goal for England the other day. It was amazing to see. Are you a fan of his?
Absolutely, and I saw a clip of that too. I didn't get an opportunity to actually see the game live, but I saw that he was able to score one in the match the other day, and I thought that was it's pretty unique, the fact that he would do that and also be with Liverpool Football Club.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's pretty unique that he would do that and also play for Liverpool Football Club. What? Stop just saying all the words that they've said in a different order back at them.
But that is like a male Kamala Harris. Like, it's just fucking word salad. It is word salad.
But it's just crazy. He's like, how was your day today, LeBron? And he goes, well, my day was, how was my day today, LeBron? What?
It was a day, and it was how, and and I had it, and it was had, and there was people and fun, and we did it. Oh, fucking speaking of that, like...
Wait, we need to, before we move on to something else, we need to do our little ad read.
Oh!
Which I'm excited about.
A little grubby money grab.
Well, this isn't the money grab.
Is it not?
The kind people at Zach Southall Fitness have offered to train both of us up and get us in fucking good nick.
Right.
In exchange for a little bit of promo, a little bit of us saying that they're good boys, because they are good boys in the pod. And I put them in touch with young Michael here. Michael, how's your personal training journey going?
I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you what happened. And I was all on board. Now, I said, you know what, I'm going to do this personal trainer. I'll get in great shape. We're going to do that. Then I got in touch with Zach Southall Fitness, and then some other grifter gets on to me.
Rob,
and he's like, oh yeah, can we schedule a call for like 4 p.m. tomorrow or something like that, and like we're going to go through stuff. And I was like, yeah, great. So then it's 4 p.m. the next day, and it was kind of coming up to 4 p.m. and I was just like, I really don't want to talk to this guy. I just don't want to have this conversation at all. So what I says to him is, I says,
such a kind offer, like take time out of his day for free.
Yeah. No, fair play to him. Good. I'm not putting the fault in his court. I'm kind of taking responsibility. I was just like, oh, fuck, I'd have to talk for 10 minutes. I was like, no, I was
a
like,
10-minute Zoom call. That was the hurdle to you getting in shape.
and then Zoom, I was like, why
It's
do
not
we
even going to the gym. It was just
I
a
know,
10-minute
but I was like,
Zoom call.
why do we need to see each other? I didn't like that part of it either. Like, I was like, do you know when you get like a FaceTime from someone, you're like, what the hell do I need to see your head for? Right? So anyway, surely this could have been done over, voice notes or anyway. So next thing, and also I didn't want to have to explain, because then I talked to like Katie Green, who's doing it with them as well, and she's like, I was like, what the hell's going on there? She's like, oh, well, for the first while you just have to take pictures of everything you eat. And I was like, there's no way I'm doing that.
I had a mad time with the taking pictures because I'm doing it because because that was the agreement.
Yeah.
That we would both have personal trainers.
Yeah, I know I agreed to it. But to be honest,
I promoted on the podcast.
you did promote it on the pod, and I'll be honest, I was all up for it until
you had to do a Zoom call.
Until I had to talk to this guy.
Until you had to do literally anything.
Until I had to
any element of this whatsoever.
Once I had to talk to this guy for 10 minutes, I was like, no, do you know what? Fuck that. But then
Fitness
I said,
isn't for me.
But then, do you know what I said? I said, I just don't feel like it today. I'm a bit overwhelmed or something. I wasn't really. I was just sitting at home. But I was like, I'm just not in the headspace right now for it. I think I had maybe just watched a YouTube video of some Russian lad beating up a homeless person. I don't know. I was like, I don't think I'm in the space. So I said, no, look, sorry lad, can't make the Zoom call. I could. It was a lie. And I was like, I can't make the Zoom call. Something came up. Not, and I was literally in my underwear. I think I had a wank. In that 10, I was like, well, if I'm not doing this, I've got to fill the 10 minutes some other way. But anyway, so I goes, any chance we can do it
in 2029?
No, I said, any chance we can do it Saturday at like Saturday? And he's like, I can only do 3:00 on Saturday. I said, lad, that's absolutely perfect. That's great. So anyway,
so it gets to Saturday.
So it comes to Saturday. It's at 3:00. At 2:00, I get a message on WhatsApp just checking in that you're ready for this Zoom meeting at 3. And I'd forgotten I'd Zoom meeting at 3, and I just thought for a second, and I just said,
how did you forget? Can I ask you this question? How did you forget?
How did I forget?
Yeah.
Just the information left my brain.
But surely it went into your calendar. You know the way we've got you set up on a nice Google Calendar now?
Yeah, I know the way we've got me set up on that. But I don't like to look at that so much. It gets me stressed. So there's too much on. So basically, he texts me at 2. Again, I wasn't doing that. He texts me at 2, and he just,
all good for the Zoom meeting.
And he goes, all good for a Zoom at 3. And I just thought about it for about 20 seconds, and I just said, do you know what? I don't want to do this at all.
Why?
I said, you're
a big handsome fella. Imagine you in good shape and all.
I know.
You're not far off.
Huh?
You're not far off. It wouldn't take much.
I know, but like, I just thought, like,
what's the concern?
What?
We got to get to the bottom of this.
No, it's not a concern. I just don't want to have to talk to Rob. No offense. I don't know Rob, so this isn't personal. I just don't want to have to. I don't want to have to talk to someone about like what I'm eating or like then and what are you doing here and then. Part of me's just like, none of your fucking business, brother.
Are you ashamed?
No, I'm not ashamed. But let's just give an example. If I was to have to send,
can I tell you about day one of my sending pictures of everything? Because you only do that for like 5 days.
Yeah.
You send a picture of everything you eat just to do like a
5 days though. Everything I eat.
It's fine.
Your mama's pussy gonna be on there. Oh no. I'm so sorry. In your house as well. Oh, it's so rude. If Carlo hears that from the other fucking room,
it's over.
He's gonna have a fucking screwdriver waiting for me. Oh,
he made you a cappuccino today.
He did make me one, and he did, and he's just like, stop calling me a pedo. And I was like, I'll do my best, but doesn't seem so likely.
So day one of me sending the pictures of food. It's dead easy, you just bang and then you just eat it, whatever.
Yeah.
and it was just the worst day one of all time because I'd agreed. My mate Chesko, Glaswegian guy, his younger brother Gio has like a YouTube interview.
Let's just go back on this. Like, this is back to you just sounding like you live in Narnia. What are you?
Francesco.
Chesko and Gio and fucking
Chesko, his younger brother
and
Giovanni.
Teeny and Bebop.
They do have a cousin Tino, not Teeny, but
Do
Tino.
they have a cousin Tino?
Yeah. Tino, Chesko, Gio.
Are
They're all
they
the boys.
Do they work in Bada Bing in New Jersey? Like, why the fuck?
Tino did just have a Bada Bing themed 30th birthday party.
Did he?
All Sopranos. All the ladies had to have their tits out and all. Not tits out, but like dressed like what's her name?
Whores.
Yeah, Aid.
That is so sick.
Yeah, or like Melfi or whatever.
Can we do that for our Christmas party? We don't have to say it's a Bada Bing thing, but any girls out there, just if they could have their tits out. You keep going with your thing.
Given that it's guests, like our Christmas drinks is us and guests of the podcast.
Yeah.
Not going to be that many women there.
No.
And one of them had breast cancer.
To get the tit she has out. Why not? If you've got it, flaunt it. You know what I mean? That's a celebration of the one that lived. It's like Harry Potter. It's the tit that lived. A little fucking lightning scar on her tit. The tit that lived. I'm sorry. Please, most of this can go.
So
yes,
Gio's got he's like just 18-year-old guy, Glasgow.
Right. Yeah.
Cool little kind of mad guy. He's got this YouTube interview show called Supper in a Can. And Chesko messaged me, goes, "Oh, my wee brother's got this show. He'd love if you came on. It'd be a big favour, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Yeah, man. No worries."
Right.
I go, and you just go to like a chip shop and get interviewed over like fish and chips food type thing. Like it's kind of like a chicken shop date, but it's like Italian fish and chip shop in Glasgow.
Yeah.
So day one, meal one, is a deep fried battered pizza slice and a fish supper.
Shove that up your whole South Hall, you crook.
At 11 a.m.
Yeah.
I should have said and be like, "Look, this isn't a normal breakfast. I'm really sorry." But
I would have sent it and wrote underneath, "Suck on this, brother." This is how we're doing things around here. Day one. This
deep
is
fried pizza.
deep fried pizza. This is breakfast.
So did all that, sent it in, and then you're just like, oh, every time you make a bad decision, you're like, oh, fuck's sake, you send it in, all that stuff. But I'm back on. I'm doing good. It's been getting difficult because lovely people, thank you, keep sending baked goods.
So I just
to
ate
the green room.
fucking 2 buns.
Yeah, I know. I thought this was going to be a tactic for me to win our kind of weight loss fitness journey, but I've realized that I don't need to be quite so scheming, given that you're not even doing Zoom calls.
Glad I'm not even. I got knocked out on the Zoom call. That's what fucking took the wind out of me. I got winded on. I was like, I can't do it now. I'm gone. So I pulled my hamstring.
But it has been like, I need to get to the bottom of what's because it's been so helpful and so great. Like the app is, they've got this app and they send you it, and it's like when you go to the gym, you do not have to switch your brain on.
Yeah.
You just click next exercise.
Right.
And it like tells you, goes like, rest for this long, do the next exercise. Rest for
Get
this long.
sucked off by the cinema. that's like the third thing in the gym is the cinema sucks all the facts out of your cock.
I'm going to try and do some legitimate promo for these great guys who are doing us a great favour
South Hall
by
Fitness.
offering to coach us and give us nutrition.
These
stuff.
fucking
No, how would you know?
These
if they're
roided
any
up
good?
creeps.
How would you know if they're any good? You couldn't even make it onto a Zoom call.
I couldn't
with
bear
them.
to even look these cunts in the eye. Fucking grifters. I'm not
I
having
think this
it.
could be the perfect advertisement for Zach Southall Fitness, in that you're just going to keep doing fuck all and eating McDonald's for breakfast, and I'm going to get into ridiculous shape.
You're going to get tonked.
I'm going to get tonk.
Yeah,
and everyone's going to go, whoa.
Right.
Tell you what, I'm going to go with Zach Southall Fitness because Mike's fat and Vittorio looks amazing and is in Hollywood movies.
But they'll still see the twinkle in my eye and they'll say, by God, that's still the way to go overall.
That's a man who's scared of a Zoom call. What's the concern?
Huh? I'm just going to tell you, look, listen, I like to have fun. I
like to have fun too. I know how many calories a pint of Guinness is, and I know what I need to shave off the earlier part of the day.
Fun is for you. It'd be like beep, boop, 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 calorie counting. Now
it's
you're
nice at the end of the day when you look at your little calorie counter and go, "Oh, I can have 2 pints."
You can have 2 pints. Will you ever fucking lie down? Would you ever hear yourself? You sound like a fucking, no offense, spastic. But we've been asked not to say that anymore.
There'll be a link in the description for Zach Southall Fitness. I would highly recommend you consider it.
Right.
They're good guys. I'm finding it very helpful. If you're not a fucking bitch and you can make it onto a Zoom call,
lad,
I'd recommend it as an option.
I just can't stomach talking to Rob. I just can't do it.
No, this is I've had this difficulty before, and I've had to, you have to like draw a little line with like any online coaches or personal trainers I've interacted with in the past. There's a lot of bicep emojis.
Right.
A lot of yes mate, you're killing it.
Yeah.
A lot of all this stuff. Like it's just very sincere.
Right.
Very, you're smashing it, man.
Yeah.
Fair play. Blah, blah, blah. It's just very, personal trainery. But
Right.
they are personal trainers. That's their fucking job.
Yeah.
Is to like motivate you. But I'm cracking jokes in that WhatsApp group.
Yeah, I like
anytime I eat anything insane, I'm like, lads, get ready for this next one. And just sending a picture of like the most fucking mad amount of chocolate you've ever seen. I'm like, see you later.
And these dorks are like, whoa, yeah, mad joke. You're all a bunch of fucking losers. I'm going to go on my own. I'm going to create my own program. It's called...
I didn't think you would
It's called doing a bit of fucking work. Did you ever hear of it? You fucking louts.
Michael, we're podcasters.
You wouldn't work to warm yourselves. I'm out there fucking shoveling coal, herding cattle and, beating up crooks.
You're going to be so fat.
Beat up so many crooks.
So
Lad, you should. Yesterday now was a real fucking me being a fat cunt day. I went to, I had 4 shows last night.
This is where you're scared.
Well, I had 3 in the crack then. I had one at the Laughter Lounge. I have some stuff to talk to you about on the Patreon as well. Some fucking goss. You'll not give a fuck, but you'll like it. But yes,
get involved in the Patreon for the inside goss,
lad.
And then if you could just like screen record it and send it to the club owners, that would be great.
That would be sick. The rats will be found. It's going to be like the French Revolution. There will be public hangings, public torturings.
That's part of the Christmas party.
That's right. We're going to have the heads of traitors hanging off the tree like fucking decorations. Sick.
Did you hear about in Edinburgh?
What?
On Halloween weekend?
Oh!
On Cowgate, a guy got hit by a bus.
No!
His head got trapped in the wheel arch.
Ah!
Decapitated.
Fuck!
Body gets like carried down the street. Or no, body like comes off.
Yeah.
Head gets carried down the street and then comes out just by like Nidri Street.
Yeah.
Halloween night.
And how is he now?
People thought it was like a Halloween prop.
Oh, fuck.
So there's like a video of people picking up going, wah! And then they go, ah! Because it's a guy's head.
You're joking me.
That's on the internet.
100% true.
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's a nasty thing for you to have said to me there now. I was just having a bit of fun. Talking about having the heads of traitors on our tree, and now you've just said a real thing, and now that's taken the wind out of my sails altogether. What am I meant to say now about my funny little riff about decapitating
we're just hanging them
rats?
upside down like Mussolini. I watched my first World War II docu-series.
Which one?
Hitler and the Nazis, Evil on Trial.
I haven't watched that one. It seemed a bit too kind of melodramatic sounding for me. I like World War II in colour.
I've been thinking of going that, but I think 2 World War II documentaries is kind of like 2 back to back because it's just like, oh, well, I just saw all this stuff kind of happening.
Right.
But what's interesting is it has like I know what you mean by it seems melodramatic, and there is like dramatizations and like actors and stuff.
Yeah.
But what it does have is like audio from the Nuremberg trial and video from the Nuremberg trial, and like that, using that as the structure of like how they tell the whole story of like using the Nuremberg trial, and it is fucking amazing. And they have the footage of Mussolini and his wife being fucking hanged upside down.
Oh! Big muss.
Very cool.
Lad, fucking Mussolini. Poor old Mussolini.
Nope.
Hey! Oh!
Nope.
Big fucking muss. All he was trying to do
To be fair,
was...
Mussolini's the reason that we're in Belfast right now, and I'm from Belfast. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, that's what sent my family over here.
Yeah, so show some fucking respect to the king. Big fucking, big old baldy Mussolini. He was fucking, all he did was do his best to put a bit of manners on the fucking Italians, which is still, we can see, is a fucking work in progress. You're one of the nastiest groups of people I've ever come across. Horny, belligerent, fucking pizza eating scum.
Deep fried pizza.
And all he tried to do was put a bit of manners on you. Next thing, for his sins, for trying to help, he's getting hung up by the fucking...
It is funny to hang someone upside down.
It's good crack, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, and you'll be hanged, and you're like, oh, fuck's sakes, at least they'll be quick.
Yeah.
Upside down.
Oh,
for fuck's
you
sakes.
dirty bastards, yeah.
Is that how they killed him, or was that just how they like presented him after killing him?
I'd say
Because can you die being hanged? I guess if you're just upside down for long enough, all the blood goes in your brain and you get fucked up.
Yeah, you definitely get quite dizzy, I'd say.
You get dizzy to death.
Yeah. I'm surprised, to be honest, like that people haven't done more kind of gruesome things to violent dictators who've like been responsible for the deaths of their families and stuff. I'm surprised they haven't like really fucked them up like what the cartels do and stuff. Like the cartels really make a fuck of you. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah, but the cartels are like involved, like other government officials. Like I've found it. I don't know if this makes me ignorant to not know this, but like the plot to kill Hitler with like the briefcase.
Yeah.
And with
the
like
bomb.
the bomb. Yeah. I thought all of that was so interesting. But that's like, because they're in the cartel, they're in the like, and the leader's gone mad and they fuck him up. Do you know what I mean? But it's like the people are the broad spectrum of society, like civilians.
Yeah.
They kind of just go along.
Yes.
With whatever's happening. Like they don't have that kind of, they don't have the get up and go to be doing retribution like that.
But like, like in Idi Amin over there in Uganda, and he was a character, but what they would do then to like fucking traitors and stuff, and this is what I'm thinking about some of the rats that'll be on our Patreon trying to fucking, dob us into people, is you cut off their arms and cut off their legs, and then you sew on their legs to where their arms used to be.
Did
and their arms
did that?
His kind of henchman, like he wouldn't be doing it himself.
No, but
he'd have to work on the budget or
They
whatever.
actually did that as like a punishment.
Yeah. And then they'd have him like hanging out and they'd look like, it was kind of like body horror. And
That's like if you got like a 3-year-old to be like, and how should we punish him? Oh, you cut off his arms and then sew them onto his legs. Do you know what I mean? That's so like childish.
Well, see, it might have come from like, you never know, because like back in the day, I think King Louis the 14th in France, 16th was the fat fucker who ruined everything and got him and what's her face, let them eat cake. Marie Antoinette, yeah. Austrian whore, they said at the time. I disagreed with the language, but King Louis the 14th, he was made king when he was like 4, so he's the longest running monarch ever. So 72 years. He was the fucking king of France, but he was king from the age of 4, so he was probably coming up with some wild fucking everyone should have chocolate for breakfast. Like he was just coming up with mad policies from the off. But do you think it would be funny for like America now, because you've just had
just being a French like civilian, just going about your day-to-day job, and the King's Guard arrive and it's like, you have been summoned, and he's like, why? And it's like, the King wants to play with you.
The King wants to play tag.
The King wants to know if you have any games on your phone.
All right, I'm coming. Yeah, but do you not think though that maybe because we've given in America, you've had the experiment of having like absolute coffin dodgers as presidents, like Biden and Trump, that maybe, all right, let's try
extreme.
Let's go for toddler presidents. Let's see,
baby.
Just little boss babies, fresh ideas. They're soaking everything in. Their heads haven't been corrupted by bureaucracy and
But do we not see
partisanship.
Do we not see that on a small scale with your Miley Cyruses, your Macaulay Culkins and those types of people? The child stars who end up fucking cracked.
Well, this is it.
And then Selena Gomez is now just back on the Wizards of Waverly Place.
What's the Wizards of Waverly Place?
That's what made Selena Gomez big.
Really?
On the Disney Channel.
I thought it was from kind of...
Everything is not what it seems. You can have what you wanted at the simplest of means.
That sounds nice.
You might run into trouble if you go to extremes because everything is not what it seems.
That is nice. I can see why that would have been big. I thought she was more famous for kind of you know,
Sucking off
going full
Justin Bieber?
sucky calf on Justin Bieber's
No,
calf.
she was a Disney
trying
star.
to suck the facts out of Justin Bieber. She had to get there before the cinnamon.
No, she was a Disney Channel star, like just doing like a kids show on like a sitcom, but for like teens, like maybe, yeah. And she was like the sweetheart of that. And now she's just back doing it. It's kind of weird. She went on this whole like career path, and Disney Channel must be paying her buckets of money to do like the Wizards of Waverly Place 20 years later show.
They must be giving, like, yeah, because she's a billionaire, I believe. I read somewhere that she's a billionaire.
No.
Yes.
No, you're insane.
No, I'm not.
You're insane. What the fuck?
No, she had some company like fucking Selena Gomez chocolate bars or something that went massive.
No.
Like, remember when 50 Cent got like made like 250 million because there was some drink called Formula 50, and then they sold it and he made a load of money. And then I think there was something like Selena Gomez cabbages or something. Like, not cabbages, but like Selena Gomez fucking...
She just got like a brand thing or like started a business.
Some stupid little fake thing. Do you know when people are like, you're worth $1 billion now. Oh yeah, I sold...
it's probably like makeup or something. Like all those women have like makeup lines or some shit like that.
But you know fucking Rihanna, the bowled Riri.
Is she losing the run of herself? What's happening there? I keep seeing her popping up in weird ways on the internet. I don't
In
know
weird
what-
ways?
Yeah, she's just like doing weird interviews. I don't know.
Does she get fat?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit.
Because that's a weird way to go.
You're on the talk.
What the hell? Last night though, this is really...
You were the biggest, fattest boy?
Because I'm not drinking at the moment, because I'm on antibiotics, and also I'm just starting to feel like, I think from January, and I'm not going to say this out loud because then I just won't do it, but from January 2025 I'm going to do a year off the booze, but I'm not going to say it because then I'll just...
Why don't you do the
What?
why don't you do the free personal trainer that I organised?
Because Rob is a fucking, call a spade, a paedophile. Sorry.
You're just scared of a Zoom call.
This is
so funny. You're lashing out.
I was just feeling a bit
You're
anxious and I
lashing
didn't
out.
want to have to face another man. Do you know what I mean?
Do you need a lady trainer?
Huh?
Should we try and find you a lady trainer?
Brother. Now you're speaking my language.
That's bad.
I want...
I don't like that noise.
I want a lady...
I don't think you can be trusted with a lady trainer.
I don't think I think I'd just be... I think
Maybe
I'd
I'd be motivated to like...
I'd be motivated to get in good shape so that she'd go full cinnamon. I don't know why I keep bringing up the cinnamon. I'm just enamored with the idea that he sucks the fats out of men. No.
What do you think you'll get? Do you think you'll try the personal? Do you think you can get on board with Rob? Rob's a good guy,
Lad, I'm a big fan of Rob. I've never met Rob and I plan never to talk to him or see him, but I think we could work well together. I think
you don't
I
have
could.
to. You just do a little. Well, like you do one call. I'm not on calls
Yeah.
with him like ever.
Right.
It's once just to check in on what you're aiming for.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone call. I was like, I want to look like the bear.
Right,
And he
that
was
guy.
like, what? And I was like, Jeremy Allen White. That's what I want to look like. And he was like, are you thinking about like strength and how you feel? Nope, I want to look like the bear.
Right.
That's all I want to do. I want to look like
Mental
the bear.
health in the bin.
I want to look like the bear.
Arms looking like fucking marble.
Yep. I want to have panic attacks but look like the bear.
Fucking sick. And I think as well, if you were like, to be really in great shape and absolutely mentally fucked, I think is so fun.
It's very like I think women like that.
Yeah.
A guy who's in great shape but like
Yeah. Like all this exercise and like physical great nutrition has done nothing but drive you into the gutter mentally.
yeah.
That is so sick. And what I do see a lot of is lads that are fucking tonked, absolutely fucking hoofing cocaine on the weekends, which I appreciate because it's like you're not just one note. You're into your health and fitness and you're also a complete fucking cokehead.
Well, here's one
And
for you.
I, for one, think, yeah, you're a 3D person.
I don't think cocaine has calories. So
Brother. Mike died 3 weeks later.
he looked great.
But lad, last night, Supermax, this is probably the best takeaway. I think Supermax is one of the best fast food places on
In terms
earth.
of on a night out and you just go in and they've got like so many options.
Lad, listen to this now. I went in last night. I went in the night before as well. Full disclosure. But last night went in double double quarter pounder cheese bacon burger meal with a large taco chip.
Can I tot up the calories of this?
Don't do it. Don't do it, brother. That ain't going to make me happy now. No. Don't do that. I actually know because I came in and told someone in the comedy club and they told me the exact calories because every fucking cunt live is counting calories now like an absolute dickhead. And they're making life so unfun.
I'm going to be yoked.
I smashed two buns. I smashed two buns as soon as I came in here today just to show you, fuck you, brother.
Yeah,
I ain't afraid of you motherfuckers.
Yeah, and you're going to lose the race to 85.
As
we discussed, it's a 10,000.
I'm going to win the race to 285. I tell you that for a fact.
It's a £10,000 bet on the race to 85. So you're going to owe me £10,000.
Do you know what? I'll fucking. Is it 10,000? Do you want to do 10 grand? Imagine we did 10 grand. What would happen is if someone lost and actually paid it over, the podcast would be over 2 weeks later because you'd hate the other person so much.
Yeah. We could do like 1 month of the Patreon just goes to one of us.
Whoa, brother. I mean, even that, I don't like the sound of that. Because you'll win. You'll beep, boop, boop, boop your way to victory. And then.
You're saying beep, boop, boop, boop as if I'm the one who was scared to have a Zoom call.
It's not scared to have a Zoom call. It
feels like you were scared to have a Zoom call.
I was having a mental health day.
Twice.
Both those days and every other day that I might do one.
So funny.
What I was going to say to you, lad, listen to this now. I did last night.
Okay, so you did the double quarter pounder,
half pounder.
Taco chip, which is great. Taco chip is so great.
From Supermax Taco Chip. This is fucking, you're in heaven, brother. Nice. So I'm there, I fucking have, I swear to God, every bite of this, I'm like, good God almighty. Imagine I was on fucking Southall's books and I'd be here eating a fucking bowl of fucking, apple and fucking dust. And I said, fuck that. I'm here living like a man. And I was eating it up. I was like the king of France. It was all laid out in front of me. And I was just one of the greatest nights of my life, just eating this takeaway. I was so happy. Then I went.
Who were you takeawaying with? Was it a good crew or was it just you?
Oh, lad, I'm not fucking diluting my experience with some fucking lurks trying to fucking talk about their life. No way. It's just me inhaling the goodness, brother. Just foot to the floor. Fat cunt. Oh. So decent. And I didn't even have my phone with me either because I leave my phone at home because I was doing 4 gigs from Crackdown to Laughterland. So I just, at 5:30, I'm leave my phone in the apartment, off the phone for 5 hours.
That's good.
So that between the gigs I can think about the cinema and sucking lads off. But I think about material and whatever else and just get you fucking zoned. So I was raw dogging this meal, nothing in the ears, just me fucking reckoning with this taco chip.
Mindfully.
Just every bite I was like, oh good Lord, this would be worth dying for. Ate it all, class. But then I had one more gig, so did that last gig.
You did that before the last gig?
Yes, brother.
That's so crazy to me.
I fucking rolled into that last gig, just sweating and
burping
and panting and farting. Half shit myself on stage. Still smiling from ear to ear. So I can't
believe you did 4 gigs in one night. It's so dumb.
I did the last gig then, right? And then it's after gig and I'm not drinking. So I was like, my night can't end here, brother. So I was like,
you weren't drinking and you ate that food?
Oh yes, brother.
You're crazy.
It's so delicious and good for me. And then I went, so I was like, my night can't end here. I need more treats to reward myself for not drinking. Do you know what I mean? I'm not just what I'm going to do, just go back to the apartment and fucking not, you know what I mean? And I decided I wasn't having a wank that night, so I was like, I need to do something.
Why did you decide that?
Because sometimes I have to rein it in, brother. I have to say, because a lot of the time it gets out of hand.
Went into hand.
Because sometimes well, exactly. But sometimes you're like, I don't know, that's with me, I'm like, I'm 33, anything over 1 a day is just, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm never over 1 a day.
What are you doing? This is fucking 14-year-old behavior. You pay tax. You can't be.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. But I should pay tax and I should wank less. I have to aspire to things. So no, I will. But
Which?
yeah, I don't know, Keir Starmer or whoever. But so I was like, I can't end here. So what I did was I went to a shop and bought 2 bags of popcorn and a full box of chocolate fingers. And then I broke up the fingers.
2 bags of popcorn?
Yeah. And I
Different sweet and salty, or what's the crack?
No. They're just
all
2 salty bags of popcorn and then a box of fingers. And then I sat in my bed and I broke up the fingers and I just divided them into the different bags of popcorn. So I had 2 bags of popcorn and finger, and then I just sat down and watched Trump interviews. And I was happy as fuck. And imagine I had to send that to fucking Southall. Fuck that, brother. He doesn't need to know that that's what I'm at. You know what I mean? I can't be sending him a little fucking cookery video.
It's mad you're not really fat.
It's because of all the shitting. It's genuinely because of how much I shit. I swear to God.
You're still on 6 a day of those?
Yeah, lad. The other day, when I was in your house the other day, when we had Jacob on, I had shat twice that morning, and then I shat in your house. This was 11 o'clock. I was on 3 at 11. I could have racked up 9 that day. I might have done 9.
That's so bad. You should go to the doctor.
No way, brother. It has me in flying shape. Southall can't tell you. If Southall could, he'd be like, the only thing you need to do, 5 more shits a day. And it's going to help you. As soon as the fucking taco chips are in, they're out, brother. They don't even get time to stick around and fucking cling to me hips. You know what I mean?
Right. We've done an hour and 6 there.
Oh!
God.
Listen, lads, I have an extra London show on December 8th. Come to that fucking show. What the hell? Cork. We only have, I think, 20 tickets left. That's on November 22nd. Get your tickets for that. Nottingham, there's some tickets left. Birmingham, there's a little few tickets left. Newcastle, this Sunday. What in God's name? There is some tickets left for that.
Wait, what Sunday are you talking about?
This Sunday coming.
The 17th?
17th, brother.
Great.
So get your tickets for that. I love you. And yeah. VO.
Lovely. This comes out on the 14th of November. Bangor the 15th. Both shows sold out. 16th in Killarney. I think we could do with shifting some more tickets in Killarney.
Come on.
If you know anyone in Killarney, send them a little message. Say, hey, Vittorio has maybe the stupidest routing of the tour of all time.
Yeah. Oh, that's where you're...
Bangor on Friday, Killarney on Saturday, Sligo on Sunday.
It's so unlike you to have done something like that.
They just went, this is kind of a mad, and I was like, I want to do all those places and we don't really have time to fit it in anywhere else.
Right.
We'll just make it happen.
Fuck it.
And it's when fucking Comlong's in Mexico. He's on his way to Mexico, actually. No, he's in Mexico for a month.
Como longo.
Yeah. Comolungo.
Como longo.
So Killarney on the 16th, Sligo on the 17th. Sligo, there's only a few tickets left. And then next up we have... I've got a whip in London on the 25th of November if you want to see the new thing I'm working on. 24th of November, Brighton. A few tickets left for that. Portsmouth. That one looks really bad. Portsmouth looks really bad.
Dog shit, lads.
Really bad
dog
behaviour
shit
by all of you. I'm doing it off the cuff in London on the 28th of November if you want to come to that. It's like a late night, 9:30 in the evening, entirely improvised stand-up show. Get along.
Who's doing that with you? Who's doing that?
I don't know yet.
Where's that? Bill Murray?
The Underbelly Boulevard. In Soho. 4th of December, Clapham Grand. Very few tickets left for that. My last London show of this tour. 7th of December, Westport. Good God. Portsmouth vibes on this one. I don't know what ports have against me.
Yeah.
But Westport is not on board either.
Whoa.
And then Dundalk on the 12th, that's sold out. Kilkenny, we're getting close. Last night of the tour.
Nice.
It's going to be great fun. Only, I think it's just the balcony left and then a few single seats in
How
the
many
stalls.
tickets are there in that? Is it
350 or something like that?
What the hell? I bet I wouldn't sell that in Kilkenny. You know that? And that's where I'm from.
I bet you would.
Maybe I would. What have you done to sell? Have you any promo there or anything, or just
I don't know.
your
Maybe.
nasty socials?
Maybe, probably on social media stuff. You should post more things on the internet, Mike.
I have no interest in that. And that sounds like a Zoom. That sounds like a Zoom call to me. I am gonna, once my new special comes out, I'll have clips. I'm bad for.
Quick shout out to Ballymena and Coleraine. I'll talk about the Coleraine show, which was kind of insane, really chaotic. But Ballymena, Doogie's Goodies sent me a box of buns, and CC's Bakes and Cakes in Coleraine sent me a box of buns with pictures of Pete Weber on them. Big fan of that. That's really cool. Terrible for my calorie counting and weight loss journey, so I've barely eaten any of the nice things you sent. If there's any butchers that could send just like fucking chicken breast to the green room, that would be really cool. Or anyone who works in Nando's, just send some stuff there.
Nice.
But I'm not against the baked goods. I give them to my friends and family, and give them to Mike, and he eats them and he gets fat. And I
just got pain in my heart. Genuinely.
And I win 10 grand.
Lads, so get on to the Patreon.
Patreon.com/parenting.
A lot to talk about.
We're about to lose our personal training sponsorship, so we could do with the funds on the Patreon.
Yes, please.
Because I'm going to have to pay these guys now that Mike's called them pedos for the whole show.
Pedos, grifters, snake oil salesmen.
Nope. Great guys.
Philanderers.
You should check out their personal
fraudsters.
training stuff. They're great.
Oh! Nice.
See you in the Patreon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Nice.